You're listening to the No Gimmicks Needed Rewind. Right here on the No Gimmicks Needed Rewind, we going back in the day of the Nerd Coalition's wrestling podcast and getting all the segments that you guys missed that did not carry over to Nerd Coalition Studios. So if you guys like things from the original podcast, make sure you stay tuned right here every single week on YouTube and listen to the Rewind. Now let's see what we have for you in store today. So guys, we are fully into Black History Month.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm like, so time to celebrate our people, and what better way to do that than it's a wrestling podcast to celebrate some of the great African American wrestlers that have ever existed in the world. And we're doing something a little different. Like I said, this was inspired by the NFL 100, but what we're going to do is we decided to come up with what is the definitive top 50 list of African American wrestlers. So we got 4 people on this podcast. And so what we're going to do is we're going to each give our 50 through 41 list of black wrestlers. And then we're going to debate of what is going to be the definitive 50 through 41 list. And then next week we'll come back to 40 through 31. All right?
All right.
So, who wants to go first?
Ooh, I'll go first. Okay.
Okay, Q. Just run it down to me, 50 to 41.
All right, got you. All right, listen, before I do this, disclaimer. Until we get to, like, our top 20, my list might seem disrespectful to the older fans. I'm sorry. I was born in 92. I didn't see a lot of these guys, so don't take this as disrespect, all right? I just didn't see them. I had to fill out the list. Age is there, all right? They might not even make the Nerd Coalition list, all right? My bad. With that, let's get this list started. Number 50, I have Lawrence Taylor.
Oh, my God.
I'm good.
Nope, I'm not even going there.
Okay. Okay.
Number 40, 49, I got the Boogeyman.
Okay.
48, I got somebody named S.D. Jones.
I remember Special Delivery Jones.
Okay.
All right. 47, I got Sailor Art Thomas.
Okay.
All right. 46, I got Bobo Brazil.
Okay.
Ooh.
45, give it up for the ladies. I have Alicia Fox.
Okay.
All right. 44, I got Ernie Ladd.
Big Cat.
All right. 43, I have Viscera.
Okay.
Okay.
42, Tony Atlas.
I'm not mad at that.
Okay.
41, rest in peace, Soul Man Rocky Johnson.
Okay.
You know what? That's not a bad 50 to 41 list.
Oh, wow, okay.
That's not bad. That's not bad. Some is, but that's not bad. Lady Sketch, you want to go next? No? Okay. Prior time?
Alright. So, unlike you, I wasn't so nice to Alicia. I put her at 50.
Okay.
Then I just get all the, I don't want to say fluff out the way, but I put Titus.
49.
Yes, Titus 49. Butch Reed 48.
Okay.
And I just put a couple people that I like low on this list. Like, for example, Kenny King.
Okay.
My bad. Shane Strickland, a.k.a. Isaiah Swerve Scott. Then Kenny King. I have Bad News Brown. I put him low because I didn't, really see him that much.
Uh-huh.
Okay. For me, I'll put Ahmed Johnson low too. Sorry, people. Abdullah the Butcher.
Yo, I kind of forgot about Abdul the Butcher.
You said what?
I forgot about Abdul the Butcher, but go ahead.
Oh yeah, Abdullah the Butcher. I honestly forgot what number I'm on, but I'm gonna put Leo Rush and Oh my God, Elijah Burke.
The
I
Pope?
got one more. Elijah Burke. You heard me?
Okay.
I thought that was it. Is that it? Is that it?
Were you not keeping count?
I swear I just named up. Oh, my bad. Norma Smalley.
Okay. I do like Norma Smalley. Okay. I'll go next. Here goes my list. Number 50. Primetime Eli Skipper. Number 40. Number 49. Cedric Alexander. Number 48. Viscera. Number 47. Ahmed Johnson.
Okay.
Number 46. Bad News Brown. Number 45. Tony Atlas. Number 44. Apollo Cruz. Number 43. Naomi.
Okay.
Number 42. The Godfather. Number 41. Jazz.
Okay.
Wow.
That was actually decent.
I thought my list was crazy. Woo.
Yeah.
Y'all naming y'all throwing people now on this joint.
Yeah.
All right.
And
I feel like our top tens are gonna reflect pretty closely. Not equally, but closely.
Well, I think I stand by mine to say that Alicia Fox is 50 because.
Look, y'all been nice. Alicia Fox not even on my list.
Well, yeah, that is true. That is right.
Hey, New Jack ain't sniffing my list.
It's not sniffing at all. Okay.
Or cutting it. Or killing it.
All right. Lady Sketches up next.
Alright, y'all gotta forgive me. I'm very tired. Number 50, I had Viscera. 49, I had Alicia Fox.
Let's see.
48, I had Godfather. I'm short a couple. Let's throw somebody else in there. 47, I'm gonna put in Bad News Brown. 46, Tony Atlas. 45, Ahmed Johnson. I missed somebody. 44, Jazz. I'll just move her up. That's what she was. 43, Cedric Alexander. 42, Apollo Cruz. I'm missing one. Let's go. Let's go 41. I'll do Naomi.
Okay. Now, so we obviously all have different lists of who, should be in there, who should not be. So it's time to get a little slight debate going and get our definitive list down. First of all, in my personal opinion, since 3 people had it on the list, I don't think Alicia Fox belongs on this list, period.
I don't think she does either, but I didn't have anybody to put.
So the only thing about that is that y'all may have her at 50. I don't have her on there at all.
Okay.
Would y'all? I mean, yes, she was a former Divas champion. Yes, she has the second best scissor kick in wrestling. But that's it. Oh, and she can sell. I will give her that. But I have a ton of more women that can just wrestle circles around Alicia Fox.
That is true.
Her foolery got Arn Anderson fired.
Yeah.
Okay. There's that.
So, can we agree that maybe Alicia Fox should not be on the list?
Fine with me.
I agree. Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay. So, who do we think should be number 50 then? Now, my 50 was Primetime Eli Skipper. And the reason why I put him on there is because, once again, this is top 50 great, but he was Cedric Alexander before Cedric Alexander was. Mm-hmm. He was very athletic. Everybody remembers him walking the cage tightrope in TNA. That was great. But that's all he had. He was just a good wrestler. He didn't have a great character. He wasn't great on the mic. He was just a greasy Negro. That's all he was. Even when wasn't he part of like Team Canada for a minute? Or was he just wearing the white and red? Eli Skipper.
Nah, he was just wearing white and red. He was on Triple X.
I remember him on Triple X with Christopher Dale and Low Key. But once again, he had nothing. It was just all about his wrestling skill.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would put him at 50. You know, he's solid.
Q-Flow, what about you?
I mean, I just threw Lawrence Taylor on here because I don't remember nothing else but that WrestleMania match. It was like, I mean, all right, if that counts, you did one thing. So.
Well, I mean,
but
I would take Lawrence Taylor only because I'll keep him in the football category.
All right.
Yeah, because
I'm fine with that. I told y'all, 41 to 50. Like until we get to our top 20s, I'm not really gonna be punching a lot for these lists. So I'm fine with taking him off.
All right. So Prime looks like it's coming down to. You would agree to put Eli Skipper at 50?
Yeah, I agree to it.
Okay, he'll be 50. I'm gonna take the hold on real quick. Yeah. All right, so now we're gonna be at 49. So we got Eli Skipper as a definitive 50 for this list. So my 49 was Cedric Alexander. Yours prime time was what? Titus O'Neil. And Q's yours was what?
The Boogeyman.
Okay, well, I hate the Boogeyman, but you could argue Boogeyman did have a good character. He was very in shape for his age, but he was just not a good wrestler, and he has a WrestleMania match under his belt. Damn, I thought about that.
He ate the thing off of Jillian Hall's face.
All right. We saw it.
Yeah, that shit is gross. Oh, okay, and the actual words. He that is the Negro that did anything for a job, and we already got one, and he used to be 24/7 champion. So, I don't know if I could put Boogeyman or at 49. Prime.
I don't know if I can put him at 49 either. Just me personally.
Is he on your list?
No.
All right. Because I think Boogeyman had to be in Q-Flow's didn't sniff it too well list. But however,
Boogeyman getting thrown out. He ain't sniffing the list.
I'm looking like, because I'm saying I can't. If Boogeyman is going to be on this list, I can't put him. If I put him at 49, I'm like, damn, does Eli Skipper get moved down? Because Issa was a way better wrestler than Boogeyman was. It's just that Boogeyman has the character, the WrestleMania match under his belt. He's undefeated at WrestleMania. Yes.
Okay.
I just said that.
Will we be open to moving Boogeyman at 50 and Eli Skipper at 49?
Well, me being
I'm not mad at that.
Me being, I really hate the Boogeyman. It's just that we are calling this the 50 greatest. Is he?
Oh yeah. You got a point. You got a point. Never mind.
So he's on the back burner right now. He's burning it because let's see. I got Cedric Alexander. The only reason why I put him at 49 is because Cedric, once again, is like Eli Skipper to me. He is great in the ring. He just lacks personality. Okay. He's not the greatest promo. He's a damn great wrestler. But Paul Heyman did try to push him, and then all of a sudden it was like it wasn't going for him right now because Vince didn't want it. And it's like he just does not have the personality or the maestros. He's just nothing but a decent wrestler who can sell his ass off. And I'm like, you need a little bit more than that. You need some more. And he was the longest reigning Cruiserweight champions on there. And I watched the stuff from 205 Live, but still, he needs more of the work. Like I said, I think Ali is better as a complete package than Alexander is, but he's still great enough to be put right under Eli Skipper.
Okay. I personally have Cedric higher on my list, so What about
reason being?
Huh?
Reason being?
Cause I mean, Cedric's his moveset is what gets me. I know you talk about his character. His character isn't developed like at all. He's just a black dude from Carolina, and that's what his character is. I'm black and I'm from Carolina, and
okay.
I want to be Black Panther. I want to be Black Panther. That's his character too. But I mean, his wrestling ability is higher than a lot of people on this list. I can't deny it, but moveset wise, but character wise, you do got a point. So
okay, so who's at your 49?
I have Titus, but I will be willing to put somebody else.
Okay.
For the sake of the group.
All right. Well, how about this? I'm looking at my list here. My next one is Viscera.
Okay.
I could put Viscera up here, hardcore champion. But see, the reason why I put Viscera above Cedric is because Viscera, believe it or not, has a better resume than Cedric do.
Well, yeah. King of the Ring? Well, you talking about Viscera or like Nelson Fraser as a whole?
Well, more so King Mo to Viscera. He was part of the most legendary group of the Lord of Dark. I mean, the Ministry of Darkness. He was a former King of the Ring, former tag team champion, former hardcore champion, only fat guy that could do a spinning wheel kick.
And got your status.
First of all, the whole world's largest love machine. I love that angle. That was him wrestling in big man pajamas was funny as shit. But and they were silk too. So I thought those were good. The song was great. He had the personality. I think Vish could do that. Big Daddy V sucked. I didn't like Big Daddy V at all.
Yeah. Yep.
I didn't want to see no fat greasy guy. I'm sorry, rest in peace. But
in a singlet.
That just was gross. But that's why I had, because he beat Cedric in that thing for me. So I wouldn't even want to move him up. But I will be offered to. I'll be willing to move up either Apollo Cruz or Titus O'Neil in that spot.
What about, because he's like coming up next on mine, what about Elijah Burke? Because he is low on my list, like very low.
Well, the thing about Elijah Burke is the Pope got personality.
The Pope does. Elijah Burke doesn't. But when you mix them up,
I mean, well, first of all, Elijah Burke did kind of have personality too. Remember, Sylvester Turkey?
He had 4 up. I'm
a
boxer. Yeah, okay.
Is that? I mean, I did like he was a good wrestler, and then like I said, his stuff in TNA with the Pope, and the whole Eric Bischoff and the money thing. I thought that was decent.
It's like when he's a wrestler and he's Elijah Burke. His wrestling went up, and his character wasn't all that. He went to TNA. His character was good, but the wrestling wasn't the same, or it was like altered.
Huh? You have any suggestions, Q-Flow?
We're debating 49, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Would you even consider putting Titus on this list? In your opinion, Q-Flow?
Yeah.
Okay, so if Titus is going to be on the list, let's go. Titus is the first ever 24/7 champion. He is a tag team champion with Darren Young. He did perform in an Elimination Chamber.
Titus Worldwide has so much potential, bro.
Titus Worldwide.
Really his fault that they messed it up.
Titus Worldwide does have potential. So at 49, I could put Titus O'Neil in there because that slide did help.
That's my 49. That's my 49.
I'm not mad at that.
So okay, would you take out Cedric and put in Titus instead?
Yeah, I put in Titus for 49.
How about you, Q?
I put him at 49.
All right, so 2 against 1. Yep. So Titus wins the 49 spot.
World Slave.
All right, so now we're at 48. Now my 48 is Viscera.
Okay.
Your 48 is what?
Well, it's Elijah Burke, but
okay.
yeah, we can put Viscera up here.
Hold on, there is a third man on this podcast because now
I had SD Jones.
Now now Special Delivery Jones was kind of good, and he did have some personality. I would put him. Honestly, SD Jones would probably be in the 50 to 41 list. I think I'll put him a little bit higher than 48. The only thing I like, Cedric is still looming out there.
Yes, he is very much in the realm.
Because I can't see putting Cedric over Viscera, going by the overall career accomplishments.
Okay.
So, my opinion, my next 48 would be Cedric.
Okay. Let me just see. Let me look through. Okay, we'll put Cedric. I do have a couple. I have a couple of young people, but they are kind of higher on my list than 48 and 49. So yeah, we can go with Cedric.
Okay. So who's 47?
I got Shane Strickland, aka Isaiah Scott.
See,
my 47 was Sailor Art Thomas.
Okay, and I had Ahmed Johnson.
Okay.
As a 47. Do I put Shane Strickland on this list? AKA Swerve? Because he is good, but once again, he got a little bit more personality than Cedric do.
Yeah, but I did put a lot of I put like a bunch of young people on here that I like and see potential in. Minus Montez because he's in the tag team. I ain't want to do that to him yet. But
I mean,
I did put a lot of
you can't put the tag teams up here.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying I didn't not for that because they not yet, not for Montez yet.
I want to see more out of Swerve. Be honest with you.
Okay.
I want to see more out of Swerve, and me personally, I still will put. I think I'll put Viscera at 47.
Okay. And who you got, Q?
I had Sailor Art Thomas. I told y'all I got a lot of old school cats on here just out of respect. I don't know these guys, but
I'm saying, but if you, I'm saying, but
the low side of it.
Hey, look, I understand you want to, you want to respect the legends and the fallen guys, but it's like this. If I was to ask my son to give me his top basketball players, and he don't say Jordan or Magic, I can't be mad at him, because that's not his era.
Yeah.
We know
right.
They are some of the greatest basketball players that ever lived. And believe it or not, my daughter, hopefully she becomes my little Maya Moore, when she hopefully watches basketball.
Come on now.
Hey, I was like, hopefully when she watches basketball and she takes after her dad, she's not going to tell me one of her favorite players was Kobe. Because she ain't watched Kobe. So, I understand you want... I understand you want to give the old guys respect, but to be honest with you, you ain't watched them, then they don't need to be here.
Okay. That take out about 2 people for me.
That takes out a lot of this list.
You know what I'm saying? Cause I understand why you did it.
Like I'm saying, yeah, and then you gotta remember, I wasn't I didn't watch a lot of TNA, and I didn't watch a lot of Ring of Honor, so like a lot of the indies, if it's not WWE, my list is gonna be very WWE heavy.
Okay.
People listening, if y'all don't like that, y'all just might have to get mad at them. So.
I'm saying, but look, but that's what makes it funny, and that's what makes it fun because that's your era. So, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, if you're like this, if we were talking about just 100 greatest wrestlers of all time, right? My my top 5 has never changed, and my number 5 favorite wrestler of all time is Goldberg. There are about 2,000 people that would debate me right now for saying that. At number 5, I have Goldberg over Stone Cold and The Rock. Do you hear me?
Wow.
But I will.
You and me both.
I'm like Big E. I will debate any Goldberg topic ever.
You want big many men slapping me?
Big E loves Goldberg. He's a fan of Goldberg. I just listened to the actual New Day podcast when they was talking to the NFL players, and he will say it's about Goldberg. And you got people out here who hate Goldberg, and like Riddle, and but that's my guy, and I will debate to my guy. I can give you a whole track listing of why I feel as though he's one of the greats. Just like you can tell me why Nipsey one of the greats, right?
Yep.
I couldn't even tell you who Nipsey was before he got shot, but you could.
Oh yeah.
So that's the energy I want from everybody out here. You give me your people, and even if they're not on the list right now, you can still think of somebody. If you say, you know what, I think Apollo Crews should be number 47. All right, cool. So tell me why. And honestly, at 47, that's not too bad.
Well, that take away some people from me, so I got somebody on my list that's kind of low for me, but it's somebody I kind of watch, barely watch, just watch the clips.
Okay.
Too Cold Scorpio.
I can't do that, Prime.
Oh my god.
No,
okay.
I can't. Too Cold Scorpio got to be from 40 to 31. He got to be.
Okay. What about the alpha male Monty Brown?
Over Ahmed Johnson?
47?
Over Ahmed Johnson?
We can put Ahmed Johnson at 40. I think Monty Brown should be on the list just because the alpha male was just, I don't know, he was something else in TNA to me.
I will say this. He is one of the wrestlers who picked up wrestling right after football pretty well.
Yep, him and Biggie. Yep.
Yeah, and I did. He was the first one to do the pounce. I like the pounce.
Mm-hmm.
Was he TNA World Champion?
Nope.
Okay. He didn't have Did he have a championship in TNA?
I don't think. I think it was a tag.
Oh wow. Okay.
I don't think it was the World Heavyweight Championship. But let me just be sure, people. Let me just be sure.
Yeah, I want to make sure because I'm like, he was impactful. He was good, but I'm like, bro, do you?
Oh, he did.
He did what?
He won the championship. And in the NWA championship, that one.
Oh damn. Okay, so you know what? He
beat another black wrestler to get it. So
he beat R-Truth. R-Truth is about top 20 though. But all right, I'll put him on there.
Yes, the alpha male.
Are you cool? Are you cool with that, Q?
Yes, sir.
All right.
I got Ronnie on my list.
So number 47. So number 47, Marcus Corvon.
Nah. Marcus Corvon, he wasn't nothing but a theme song. Okay,
Monty Brown is number 47. All right, number 46.
Who was your number 40? Ahmed. I would take Ahmed.
Okay, now my number 46 is Bad News Brown.
Okay.
Who would you think for number 46, Q?
My pick was Bobo Brazil.
Okay.
Bobo broke down a lot of barriers. He goes higher for me personally. But I understand why you put him on there. We haven't mentioned no women or no tag teams yet.
I mentioned a woman. Y'all got rid of her.
Alicia.
Fuck.
Okay. You know, I have a question then. I have
Okay.
a question. Okay, so you said it is kind of like your own list with some of the best. I have people on here that I think broke barriers that I put them high just because, like, for example, Tony Atlas is like in my second level, right?
Yeah.
But some of y'all have him lower. So it's up to y'all to decide if you put like Tony Atlas or like,
well,
you know,
honestly, I could make a case of putting one of the first African American tag team champions and a man who main evented and had a championship match with Ric Flair at 40. I could put Tony Atlas at 46.
Okay.
Because I think Viscera And Ahmed Johnson is kind of more impactful than Tony Atlas was.
Okay.
Tony Atlas was just a silhouette chiseled from stone.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like, I'm going to Tony Atlas. And Tony Atlas, he was woman stepping on him and shit. So, I'm like, okay. And, he borderline crazy. So, we can agree with Tony Atlas at number 46?
Q.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Okay, put Tony at 46.
Tony
I had him higher, but I understand it.
Yeah.
All right, 45.
45.
Was that was my Tony Atlas. So Tony Atlas moved to 46. So now we're at 45. Who's your 45 prior?
Oh, well, we got rid of it, but okay. I just found somebody on my list that we didn't get rid of.
Would you put Naomi on there?
I put her on there, but I put her higher because, like, I just want to put her higher.
I mean, she's a 2-time women's champion.
Mm-hmm.
So she got some career highlights. Very athletic. She does have a lot of Royal Rumble memories. Only like 3 of them. So.
Oh, I got Norman Smiley up here too. We can put him.
Hold on now. Don't disrespect Screaming Norman. I like Screaming Norman Smiley, and he's a good trainer right now. And come on, Norman Smiley made the Big Wiggle something, bro.
The Big Wiggle, yeah. Might as well put him and Ernest the Cat Miller as a tag team.
Oh shit! I forgot about Ernest the Cat Miller.
Somebody call my mom.
All right, how about you, Q? Are you thinking about anybody special for 45?
Well, I mean, we got rid of my 45. And then we had Viscera at 49, right?
No, Tyson Neal's at 49 now.
Oh, my fault. Where did we put Viscera?
He's not on the list yet.
We didn't put him on yet.
He's not? Oh.
Not yet.
Damn. All right. Because my next up would have been Ernie Ladd.
Okay.
Ernie Ladd is on the list. Ernie Ladd is going to go through my 31 through 20. That's where he's at for me.
You got 31 through 20. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
okay, I'm gonna just name some older names.
Okay.
Obviously, these lower ones are kind of more difficult. For me, I put Kamala low because I ain't really like that was just one of the ones that
even. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. I'm just naming people.
Gotcha.
We got rid of Bad News Brown, right?
He hasn't been on the list yet. Yeah, because he was my 46.
Okay, but yeah, that was one of them. Just naming names. Rocky Johnson is higher, but it's just a name to put out there.
Yeah.
Those are just 3 names I had just to put out there.
Okay. Rocky Johnson will be higher. Bad News Brown, I think, should probably be on the 50 to 41 list somewhere. We haven't decided where to put him yet. And who's Kamala, bruh? You had to sell me on Kamala.
Yeah, nah, I'm good.
that's like trying to sell me on Saba Simba. No, I even though that it was Tony Atlas but still, I mean, Kamala. I mean, other than having some weird looking casting matches with Undertaker and being part of the Dungeon of Doom in WCW, nah. Sorry, I need more than that.
Okay.
I'm gonna. You know what? I like what you said. I'm thinking about going Norman Smiley, number 45.
Okay, the big wiggle.
Yo, I forgot about him. Yeah.
Yeah, so you know.
So we put Norman.
I'm gonna put Norman Smiley at 45.
Okay.
Norman Smiley. All right, now we're at 44. Things is getting interesting, and we're almost at now. We got 44, 43, 42, 41. 4 more picks left.
Okay. And I think this is where Mabel comes into play for me.
Okay, so you want Viscera at 44?
Yes.
Because I have Apollo Cruz at 44.
I will put Viscera. I got Apollo over Viscera just because, like, he has. I just feel like he has more potential. Like, he has room to grow.
Apollo Cruz does have room to grow, but Apollo Cruz, you know, he keep going out for that Colgate commercial, and he doesn't have. He's lacking the ability to go out and change his character. See, Viscera went out and changed his character like 4 or 5 different times, and they all worked, believe it or not, minus Big Daddy V.
Or MOM.
Hold on, Men on the Mission, they had fans jumping.
Okay. Alright.
Okay. Mabel and Mo had the fans jumping. The Ministry, you know, we had that Missy Elliott trash bag on. People was into him. Then, of course, the World's Largest Love Machine. And then Big Daddy V, which was just dumb, but still.
Okay. So, okay.
I still got Viscera, man.
I mean, I will put Viscera over Apollo Cruz.
I mean, yeah, I will put him over.
So, if that's the case, Apollo Cruz goes next then, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
So, yeah, we can make that work.
So, you'll put Apollo Cruz at 44?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's put... You know what? I'll put Apollo Cruz at 44, but I feel as though we're not done with that one just yet.
Yeah, not quite.
Not quite. Because this is the top 50 greatest. And I'm like, Apollo, it's hard because I'm looking at the list right now. Even if we go over it, when we go over the final list, if we still feel as though something don't seem right, because once again, top 50 greatest. That word right there is going to come back and haunt a lot of people. Because Coco Beware is nowhere on this list for me.
Oh, nowhere, not even not even in the building.
Not even in the building. Okay, so we're at number 43.
Okay.
Virgil.
No.
Oh, come on, Q.
They're not. I ain't putting that slave trade on here.
Not Soul Train Jones.
Listen, he's Soul Train Jones. Like, you serious, man? I will put AJ Styles on this list before I put Virgil on this list.
They got good bread sticks, man.
Is that? Yeah, you heard that shit correctly. I will put AJ Styles on here first.
All right, what about Kenny and King and one of them? They off the list, right?
See, Kenny King is a guy that falls in the category of Swerve, Cedric, and Apollo for me.
Okay.
They're all, and even like Caprice Coleman, they all are great athletes, but some have a little bit better person. Now, Kenny King got a lot of personality. I mean, I wasn't feeling the mad cute shit, but Kenny King got a lot of personalities, and he is good. He is good at that. I will get out of all ones I named, him and Swerve got the better personalities than Apollo and Cedric.
Okay.
But the question is, if I put Kenny King on here, it's like I can't put well, you know, I mean, I don't mind Kenny King. I really don't. Even though I feel, do we feel any tag team should be on here?
I mean, look. Okay, so I have like the tag team members individually.
Because here's the thing: there's Crime Time. There's You know what? How about? Well, no. See.
Do it.
No, I don't know if I can put because I can't do Street Profits and shit. And
I knew it.
I can't do them just yet. They need more because, you know, all my wife gotta do wake up. I found out I put Angel Dawkins sniffing near 40. What? No, she ain't going like that. That man just got out of NXT. But I'm thinking though, Titus was better with the primetime players.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah,
What if we
definitely.
What if we turn 49 to the primetime players? Because that's the only way Darren Young gets on this list.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm for it. I'm for it.
Oh, y'all for that?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that.
Wait. What number? Wait, what number are we currently on?
We're on 43.
43.
40. We on 43.
Yeah.
Yes.
What are we doing with David Otunga?
Come on, man.
Well,
We said
on, man,
this
what?
on the
I'm asking a
podcast.
question.
We said this on the podcast.
David Otunga is probably in top 50 of Johnson & Johnson commercials. But for the baby oil use. And yes,
I was thinking put him. I don't know. I mean, he was part of the Nexus. I was thinking put him on at 49 and then put primetime players
was it
at 43.
the problem with
Otunga.
David Otunga is he accomplished nothing.
Seriously.
You know,
Well, okay. He did win the tag team championship with John Cena for like 5 minutes, literally.
storyline for no reason. But the problem with David Otunga is if you talk about what he did in Law, that's great. And, you know, him winning custody over his kid from Jennifer Hudson, that's great. But he accomplished nothing.
Got a point.
No character, no story, other than the Harvard graduate. No good matches. And then other than the championship with Cena, where he got buried in the same
Slater.
night. Huh?
And Slater. I think he won one with Slater too, or McGillicuddy.
Yeah, he has no. He has nothing to go off of, other than just, unfortunately, being black.
Yeah, because Eli Skipper won the X Division. Primetime Players won the tag team. Cedric won, the Cruiserweight. Monty Brown won the championship. Tony Atlas won the tag team championship. Norman Smiley, well, he just did a lot.
No, Norman Smiley was the hardcore champion.
Yes, he was.
He brought the entertainment hardcore, because peep this, Norman Smiley was doing Crash Holly stuff in WCW.
Yeah, I seen one with him and I don't know what Three Ninjas' names was. It was like Jimmy Wayne Yang and
Jimmy Wayne Yang, God.
Jimmy Wayne Yang.
They had Jimmy Wayne Yang play. Never mind. Anyways, yeah. So Apollo is 44. So I think we kind of need to up it up for it.
Yeah. So the only thing about that is this, because like, yeah, I David Otunga doesn't make my list.
Yeah.
But yeah,
what we doing with Jason Jordan?
That's a good question, because
I personally wouldn't put him on my list. Just me personally, because
I would put him low for his work. I would put him low for his work with Chad Gable, but he's not.
Yeah. See, here's the thing.
Not reaching 30.
Yeah, but I will.
Here's the confusing thing about Jason Jordan. The problem with Jason Jordan is he was a great athlete, and
no doubt
he was put in top positions, like against Cena, against Reigns. He was multiple time tag team champion, and you already know he was on his way. And the storyline with Kurt Angle was that he got injured, so we never really got to see any more from Jason Jordan. So if Jason Jordan goes on
we
this,
don't see him at all.
If Jason Jordan goes on this list, I would have to take Cedric Alexander out of 48 and put him that high up. If he's on this list at all, because like this, I don't know. Well, I know Q, you're not a big sports guy, but you have played this sport. Would you put, and this is for you, primetime too, would you put Bo Jackson in the Hall of Fame?
Oh yeah.
Bo Jackson.
Well,
yeah.
Now think about
which
it.
Hall of Fame? Baseball or
Football.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He only played 3 years.
He did? I didn't know that.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. Bo Jackson was the greatest player in football and baseball for like 3 to 5 years.
Yeah.
And he got injured in football, and then he couldn't play football anymore. He only played for 3 years, and he wanted to play baseball. He was a all-star in both of them, but won no championships with any of them.
Yeah.
Where Dion Sanders
got everything.
He played longer.
Well, he almost got a World Series, didn't he?
He never made an all-star, but he almost got a World Series.
Yeah.
Bo Jackson got the all-star. I think he got multiple all-stars. He got the all-star along with the football all-star as well. So when people say, yeah, of course this is Bo Jackson, but you sit there and think about it like, can you? So that's still an ongoing debate. So that's how I feel about Jason Jordan. You see the potential, but he just wasn't there long enough.
I mean, me personally, I wouldn't put him like at that spot.
Or not, or some. Or, I mean, there are going to be snubs. Some people are just not going to make it. 100, absolutely. But I'm saying, it is greatest because you say we still got to put women on here too,
Yep.
and tag teams and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll put him on the back burner right now. He up there. He on the back paying with Boogeyman right now. He on the back paying with Boogeyman right now. So at 43, I'm looking at Viscera.
Okay.
I'll take it. Where did I wait? I think that's where I had him.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm taking it.
Okay, we'll put him at 43.
All right, this. Now we're at 42. 2 more slots left. I'm going with Naomi.
Oh, okay. I was gonna put Jazz.
Oh, okay. And Q-Flow?
I'm going with the tiebreaker in Jazz. We is not doing Naomi like this.
Well, hey, wait a minute now. Jazz is a beast.
Jazz, Jazz
I'm
was
from the Naomi era.
He's from Naomi era. Oh, damn. Okay, let's see. If you look on paper, Jazz is a multiple-time women's champion. Naomi is a multiple-time women's champion. They both can wrestle their ass off.
Yeah, Jazz was the Belle Phoenix before Belle Phoenix, basically.
Exactly. She was that in that
and
era.
Belle Phoenix came and beat her and became the new Jazz.
Exactly. She was in that era where women didn't have, opportunities. They both were in WrestleMania matches.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, they both got a good track record. They almost even.
Yeah, almost.
Let's see, because Jazz had a match at WrestleMania 18 where she won the championship. Then Jazz had a match at WrestleMania 19 where Trish won the championship. So she got 2 WrestleManias under her belt. Naomi, of course, won the Women's Championship at WrestleMania. Then she won the Women's Battle Royal at WrestleMania.
Okay.
Damn. Oh. If Q-Flow was the tiebreaker, then I guess Jazz is number 42.
Jazz is number 42.
All right.
Okay. We'll put Naomi higher, though. I will put Naomi higher, but...
Oh, she's on the list.
Of course. Yes, of course. So, no problem to people... Let's talk about where Naomi at. We'll get to it.
Yeah, okay. So who's the last one on this list? We have 41.
I got Rocky Johnson still.
Okay.
I think Rocky Johnson's gonna probably be. I think Rocky Johnson.
I think he might be in the next round.
In the next round, yeah. I think I put him in the next round. Him and Too Cold. 41. So who do I got for 41? So since Naomi got taken out, she's probably moved to the next round. I got okay. Well, what about the Godfather?
Ooh, Charles Wright. All right. What's another option? Y'all want to try to put a tag team in this spot? Or?
Well, we got a tag team at 49.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
So the only other black teams that would be worth to put up in this bracket would be Crime Time.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Orlando Jordan.
Damn, you know what? Props to you, Q. Honestly, I was not thinking of Q to think of Orlando Jordan.
Well, okay, yeah. See, but I have people, like, in my opinion, I have people from, like, the 06, like, MVP, know them. I have them, like, in the next round or higher. So
I agree, but I don't know if Orlando Jordan goes higher than this, though.
Yeah, true.
And first of all, I do like his theme song. Oh, I got the money. What? Okay. And I mean, he did do that dumb OJ thing though, but he was one of the first bisexual wrestlers. But here's the thing: Velveteen Dream does Orlando Jordan better than Orlando Jordan.
Better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, and he's like, and Velveteen Dream not even gay, so it's like, damn, he's outdoing the actual gay guy. I don't know. I think I put Orlando Jordan in the back burner again. Cause I think JBL made a lot of his things.
Yeah, the cabinet.
And, yeah, the cabinet.
Oh yeah, the cabinet.
And I really think that, you can make an argument that Orlando Jordan was kind of like a glorified Virgil.
Yeah, but different.
Yeah, but different. You're right.
So.
All right. Well, like I said, I have the Godfather here. I still got Bad News Brown. I still got Ahmed Johnson.
Well, if you got Bad News Brown or Ahmed Johnson, I will put Bad News Brown here and move Ahmed Johnson up. If we're using those two people, just for example.
You know what? I can agree with moving Ahmed Johnson up to the next round because I think he does deserve a place on this list.
Pearl River Plunge?
Yeah, a.k.a. Tony Storm's move. So, Bad News Brown is not bad. We could do Bad News Brown for 41.
Okay.
What you thinking about, Q?
Right, I'm with it.
Okay. I mean, yeah, the man was... hold on, no. Oh, you know what? No. Because Bad News Brown has some WrestleManias under his belt, too. So, Bad News Brown. Come on, see, I'll put him over Jazz. Alright, so here's the list. Here's our, so far, before we lock it in, from 50 to 41 of our African American wrestlers. Eli Skipper. Number 50 is Eli Skipper. Number 49 is the Primetime Players. Number 48, Cedric Alexander. Number 47, Monty Brown. Number 46, Tony Atlas. Number 45, Norman Smiley. Number 44, Apollo Cruz. Number 43, Viscera. Number 42, Jazz. Number 41, Bad News Brown.
Okay.
Not bad.
How's everybody feel about the list? There's only one name that's still bothering me, but that's just me.
Do y'all think anybody should be switched? Like, just switched around, not moved out?
I'm fine.
Honestly, I would.
I think this is a solid list. But what are y'all mad about?
I think I would switch around Monty Brown and Apollo Cruz.
So you want Monty at 44 and Apollo at 47?
I'm thinking that because
I'm actually not mad at that.
because Monty Brown is an NWA champion. He's one of the few black ones they had, so you don't get that many black world champions, especially in NWA. and his name was on that list. He did help. He did main event a lot of those early TNA pay-per-views, and he did change his career around. I may not like the sheer leopard shirts he was wearing, because, that was urban youthism, but Apollo Crews just hasn't done anything yet.
Yeah, not yet.
Apollo Crews, other than his takeover Brooklyn stuff, and when he first came and we tried to push him a little bit in Titus Worldwide, he hasn't done anything. He hasn't. He tried to win the Intercontinental Championship. He didn't win it. He didn't even win the NXT belt. He never had a WrestleMania match, and I'm like, I can't put that over. Honestly, I'm gonna be real. I don't think Apollo Crews makes his list.
Okay, so you and this where Boogeyman comes in?
No, cause see, I'm like, how can I put Jason Jordan on the back burner, and Apollo Crews makes this list?
Okay. So you would want to switch out Monty Brown for Apollo and then switch Apollo for Jason Jordan?
I would put Monty Brown at 44.
Okay.
Take out Apollo Crews altogether, and probably put Jason Jordan at 47.
Okay.
Because I'm looking at, once again, if we're talking about greatest here, I'm looking down the list, and I'm like, we are, Apollo Crews is not better and more accomplished wise than Norman Smiley, than Tony Atlas, than Monty Brown, than Cedric Alexander, than primetime players, or like I said, him and Eli Skipper can battle it out for that top 50 spot, to be honest with you.
Okay.
But Eli Skipper has had more highlights, and he was part of a better part of a successful group in Triple X. Once again, Apollo hasn't done anything other than do Titus Worldwide, but we already got Titus here for a better group, which is the primetime players.
Yep.
Right.
So my thing is, I would take out Apollo Crews in general.
Okay.
Do y'all agree with that?
I agree, but for some reason I'm feeling.
I'm listening to you. What you say, Prime?
No, I was about to say I agree with that. For some reason, I don't know why I'm feeling like I want to switch Jazz and Bad News Brown. I don't know.
So
why.
you want to put Jazz at 41 and Bad News, because I'm kind of agreeing with you on that one as well.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen anything of Bad News Brown, so that's probably all, research and all your thing. But I don't know. I just really prefer Jazz personally.
Honestly, I would do, if I'm looking at this list, I would move Bad News Brown right below Norma Smiley.
After Tony Atlas.
No. Like, it'll be Norma Smiley, then Bad News Brown.
Oh, okay.
I think Bad News Brown is better than Norma Smiley. So I would put Bad News Brown right after Norma Smiley, because then.
So you want Bad News Brown at 44, Monty at 43, Viscera at 42, and Jazz at 41. Okay.
Who's at 41?
I will put, because he was making sense. I will put Jazz at 41, Viscera at 42, Bad News Brown at 44, and then put Monty Brown at 43, and then put Jason Jordan at 47.
Oh, so Jason, okay, he's making the list. All right.
Yeah.
That's solid.
So right now, it's everybody's staying except for Apollo. He gets kicked off.
Fine. So, hey, look, man, everybody can't make the list, player.
Exactly. So I'm going to cross off Apollo. So I'm going to cross off Bad News Brown. Okay, so 41, there's Jazz, right?
Yep. Jazz.
Yeah.
Then Viscera.
Okay. And 42 is Viscera?
Yep. Viscera. Yep.
Big Vis. Alright. And 43 was
Monty Brown.
Was Monty Brown, okay. Monty
and
Brown.
then Bad News Brown.
Okay, and then, okay.
Norman Smiley and
Bad News Brown.
Okay, Monty, I got you all the way to 43. Okay.
Exactly, and then we take at 47. We put in Jason Jordan, right?
Jason Jordan, yep.
Yeah.
All right, Jason Jordan. All right, and then there we go. All right, so players. Okay, so going over this list again for the definitive time before we lock it in. Number 50, Primetime Eli Skipper. Number 49, the Primetime Players. Number 48, Cedric Alexander. Number 47, Jason Jordan. Number 46, Tony Atlas. 45, Norman Smiley. 44, Bad News Brown. 43, Monty Brown. 42, Viscera. And 41, Jazz.
I will lock that in.
Lock it in.
Lock it
I
in?
feel better about that one. Yep.
So good. All right. We locked that in. It is official. That is the Nerd Coalition's 50 through 41 list. It has been locked in. We're not going back to it. So this has been locked in because now next week we're going to give you number 40 through 31.